So how can a nurse how can a nurse build wealth? And so you're really talking about like generational wealth transfer. Is that what you're
Yep.
saying?
Yep, and
Okay.
I think it's doable. A lot of times, especially early on, people tend to think, well, that's just for the ultra wealthy or the wealthy, and that can be for anyone. If you have to know your numbers, and you have to know what to watch out for, what to prepare for, and that's I see that in the nursing field as far as they deal with especially I spent some time one of my family members was in the ICU for a considerable amount of time, and no patient was the same coming in there, right? And so they always had to strategize as far as what that patient's needs were, and to be flexible. But the goal was to get the patient healed, which was the case of my family member, and fully restored and on track. And so, to me, nurses really, they have extreme servant's heart, because they just roll with the punches, and sometimes to see people
We get
not.
punched sometimes, so
Yeah,
that's
I
not
have heard
a
that. I've heard that. I couldn't believe I saw the sign in the hospital that says violence will not be tolerated, and I'm like, who's throwing hands in the hospital? And they're
well, it's that's really a sign for the nurses to not get violent with the patients who
right.
when they've had it up to there.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that can go
So
both ways.
it takes a lot of patience for nurses. Truly a servant's heart, servant of servants' hearts, I believe, and
So
they see.
not to cut you off, but
Yeah.
I think as a caregiver, it's easy to put everyone else before yourself.
Hmm.
And like you obviously you put your patients before yourself. Sometimes you put your coworkers before yourself because you work those that long. You take the call on the holiday weekend, or you work
Right.
that shift where you had something planned, but you change your plans to help someone else
Hmm.
out. Right? You
Right.
like nurses are just wired that way, and
Yes.
it's very easy for us to take care of everyone else except ourselves.
Exactly.
And I think this can trickle over into the financial side as well.
Yep.
And I've seen so many nurses who are supporting families, and they're delaying retirement because they want to get their kids through college, or they want to get the house paid off, so it takes burden off the family, and